All right, Rich in Ben Salem. Just a couple odd end customer complaint things. Rich typically doesn't complain. We've had him for a couple years now. So just a couple things that you can try to hit up a little better. So running along this fence line, he has landscape stone there. And I know it is tough to do, but it should be able to do it. I told him around the post is typically a challenge, but if we can just kind of like take our time when we're string trimming and try to get this string trimmer line like right so that it hits right underneath the fence, and that will smack out a lot of this growth. Again, some of the ones by the posts are going to be a challenge to hit. Like, I don't like when you get to here, your line's probably not going to hit it. So I might even just hand yank some of these for you. But a lot of the other ones, you should be able to get them down a little bit lower than they are. Before I leave here, I'm gonna hand pull some of these ones by the post. The other thing he was saying is when you're coming along here, the string trimming seems to be good for the most part. There's a little bit here, but try to edge it a little bit better. So flip the trimmer upside down and kind of edge it. Same thing here. Try to edge this out along the pavers. The string trimming is not terrible, but needs a little more of an edge cut in. You mentioned about yanking some of the weeds on here. I'll probably just do that right now for you as well. The other thing you mentioned was just this whole area in general. If you can try to string trim it down a little bit, maybe even take it up the fence just a little bit to kind of cut some of the growth here. And like you mentioned, there's like that viney growth there. If we can try to cut that out, and that funky one there, just string trim it down, really good for them. Then over here, I explained to him it's a little bit odd because it's kind of growing in the fence, but what we can do is this growth that's like on the fence, it's like a carpet's growing on the fence. Instead of doing the normal string trimming, actually when you get to here, flip it to be like an edger and almost take it like you're gonna edge it. And what we'll do is just string will be coming this way to at least cut like this stuff. I told him there'll still be growth in the fence, but at least it'll be cleaned up. He said, yeah, he just wants it to look like a little bit better in general. And then same thing up here. If you can just try to string trim some of this stuff a little bit better, just kind of go a little slower with it and hit it out. And then in the front, same deal, kind of like just string trimming here, just seems to be kind of getting missed. String trimming edge along here, and then he's mentioned around that pole was missed. And then in general, when mowing for next week, maybe just go a little bit slower. I know sometimes the Quick Cat, when we go super fast, it'll leave like a straggler or two. He said it felt like there was a lot of stragglers up from the last cut. And then string trimming around that fence as well over there. So those are the things to try to pay attention to on this cut, just to kind of dial it in a little better for him.